There's no exception. Ain't no Israelite man got no business not learning this word and being out here on these streets. No Israelite man have no business, you know, because we are the people of the Lord. And in these last days, he's raising up that army, man, that spiritual army, period. Whether you like it or not. They are not humbled even unto this day, neither have they feared. So the fear of the Lord is the comforts of Sodom and Egypt, man. It's giving them comfort. The many ways of comfort, the many comforts, man. Those comforts that you're receiving ain't nothing but a false illusion. Because the money is becoming more and more worthless. That paper monopoly money is going to become complete useless one day. You see how your boy Kyrie, they'll have millions. Overnight, all they have to tell is give the order out. Now he's down to what? Who knows what, but he lost billions, man. So you see right there, it's worthless, man. You don't set your heart on something that's not even that can't give you a spiritual comfort. A lot of these athletes, a lot of these rich men and women, man, they're miserable as a motherfucker, man. They're miserable. What's the scripture say about the rich man? James 5:1, it says, go to now, you rich man, weep and howl, for your misery shall come upon you. Because you're not going to, that's a fool that's going to rely on money and wealth to comfort him, man. You can't find comfort in that shit, man. You know? But suddenly these riches, man, is going to vanish away. Because when they push that button, what they call that great reset, they're working, it's already in play, man. They're already, what they're discussing, these pilot moves, meaning there's just different trial runs for this thing to come into play. All they gotta do is push the button, and when they do push that button, man, a lot of that wealth is gonna vanish, man. Just like with your boy Kanye, man. One day he had billions, the next day he didn't, man. They took it all away. All they gotta do is just make up stuff, man. That's how the devil works. He's a deceit. He's the deceiver, man. The scriptures, some of the scriptures are referring to Israelite, rich Israelites. Some of the scriptures referring to the rich Edomites. Here it is, Micah 6:12. For the rich men thereof are full of violence, and the inhabitants thereof have spoken lies, and their tongue is deceitful in your mouth. So our trust and our faith is in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man. That's it. And he's going to handle all the rest, man. As long as you're obedient to him at the best of your ability. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is going to handle all the rest, man. You, your wives, your kids, you women whose husband was foolish enough to go run the streets and totally disregard you and your kids, you know. That's an example how the scriptures speak of the woman with child, the elect woman with child. You know, a nigga tell you anything to get between them legs. He tell you anything to get between them legs. All he wanted to do was hit, you know. So back to that Jeremiah. They are not humbled even unto this day, neither have they feared, nor walked in my law. And you have those that claim to be walking in the law, not even walking in the law. You know? What's the scripture in Matthew? The Lord said, do as they say, not as they do. Do as they say. I think it says something to that extent. Matthew 6:1. Take heed that ye do not your own before men to be seen of them. Otherwise ye have no reward of your Father which is in heaven. That's a perfect example of why they going out there doing what they do. 100,000 deep, literally, 10,000 deep, to be seen of men. They're looking to please men, man. You know, it's a popularity contest. It's a contest. Put it that way. It's a contest. And that's how a lot of the wicked gonna see it. Look, I see they're bigger than y'all. They're bigger than y'all. Stupid. Therefore, when thou doest thy alms, do not sound the trumpet before thee, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets, that they may have glory of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. But when thou doest alms, let not thy left hand know what thy right hand doeth, that thine alms may be secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret himself shall reward thee openly. Now, here's my scripture. Trying to find the scripture. I have to open my Bible to find this. It's lucky. It happens that way sometimes. Let me see if I can find it. Forgive me, it might take me a moment. This is beautiful too. I'm gonna still look for what I want, but Matthew 7:21. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of the Most High, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works? And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken unto him unto a wise man which built his house upon a rock. All right? And we're on that rock, man. Yeah, we even use the name Great Millstone, GMS. That's a rock that's been grinded up into a shape to grind things. That's pretty spiritual. That's a spiritual thing. We're grinding the fortunes of the world. We're grinding it to nothing. We're grinding it to power, man. And Y'all gonna see it. The rest of the world gonna see it. Where's that at, man? That's gonna be my first video I'm gonna have to make, man, on that. If I don't find it. Do as they say, and not as they do. John Lee Long. That's I'm quoting it wrong. That's why it's not coming up. Jeez. Matthew 15 is D. Matthew 15 is D. Matthew 15, I'm reading. Matthew 15 and 1. Then came Yahushua's scribes and Pharisees, which were of Jerusalem, saying, Then came to Yahushua scribes and Pharisees, which were of Jerusalem, saying, Why do thy disciples transgress the traditions of the elders? For they wash not their hands when they eat bread. But he answered and said unto them, Why do ye also transgress the commandments of the Most High by your tradition? For the Most High commanded, saying, Honor thy father and mother, and ye have cursed father and mother, and he will die in death. But ye say, Whosoever shall say to his father or his mother, It is a gift, and whatsoever thou mightest be profited by me, and honor not his father or his mother, he shall be free. Thus have ye made the commandment of the Most High being affected by your tradition. Ye hypocrites, well did Isaiah prophesy unto you, saying, This people draw nigh unto me with their mouth, honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. But in vain they do worship me. That's a vain thing. You see the vain works of them now. That's vain. But in vain they do worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. You know, just like the churches. You know, these Christian churches. These wacky, creepy Christians. It's the same thing with IUIC, man. They just have a Hebrew Israelite flavor behind it. You know? So it's coming plain, it's becoming clearer and clearer now who that other Israel is. You It's becoming more and more obvious who the Israel of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is, man. You know? And he called the multitude and said unto them, hear and understand. Not that which goeth into the mouth defileth a man, but that which cometh out of the mouth, this defileth a man. Then came his disciples and said unto him, knowest thou that the Pharisees were offended after they heard this saying? And he answered and said, every plant which my heavenly Father hath not planted shall be rooted up. Okay? Because a lot of these works of men are of men. Just like it's saying, man, you're seeing it. Pleasing men. Out here pleasing men. You know? Don't even want to build brothers up, man. Like I said, I've ran into multitudes of IUIC members, man. And they lack of any fucking type of wisdom. You know what I mean by wisdom? When you're having a conversation about something, clearly it's wicked, and you don't have and you can't judge it on that righteous manner. You have no wisdom, man. And especially the account with Chris Rock and Will Smith. Their conversations wasn't with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, judging that matter. Because they don't have any wisdom and knowledge and understanding to judge matters righteously. I've seen it with my own ear. I heard it with my own ears, man. Because I was in the I was the one having the conversation amongst the niggas, man. Like, huh? What is he talking about? Anyway. Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into a ditch. And right now they're digging that ditch. They're digging that ditch, provoking this devil, man. That's the whole point. And that's actually the hands of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai gathering them in that manner, man. Gathering them in that manner to provoke these devils to wrath. We see what's going down. We see how it's playing out. It's fine as a motherfucker. Oh, nasty, probably trifling as hell. But we see how this is playing out now, man. We see how it's going down. You know? So they're trying to put us all into that one room and say, that's them. But it ain't gonna work out that way. It ain't gonna work out that way. That's personally how I believe behind closed doors. They know, Nate knows that's what's going down. I don't think he gives a shit, man. You know? He wants his crumbs at that table when the smoke clears. That's just what I see, man. I see him thinking when all the smoke clears, he's gonna be able to still eat his crumbs, man. Simple-minded nigga. That's not a humble motherfucker, man. And that's not a man either. He's not a humble individual, man. They are not humble even unto this day, neither have they feared, nor walked in my law, nor in my statutes, that I set before you and before their fathers, before your fathers. Therefore thus said the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel, behold, I will set my face against you for evil, and to cut